Hello, my mathematicians. Today we are looking at Module 2, Lesson 1, which is going to be about relating multiplication to division. Hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to use an array or an area model to solve a division problem. And we are going to start on the second page, which is page 34. It says build understanding. It says a local theater group is performing a musical. The members arrange 105 chairs in 5 equal rows for the audience. How many chairs are in each row? Well, we're going to start by drawing an array, a rectangular array. So that means we're going to have 5 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to draw out the rows until we get to 105. So I'm going to count by tens here. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105. So then it asks, how does the rectangular array represent the situation? Well, the 5 rows represent the 5 rows of chairs. The circles in each row represent the chairs in each row. So to ask, how many groups of 5 can you make? Well, that would mean how many columns do we have? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we can make 21 groups. So this is what multiplication equation and related division equation can you write to model the situation? Well, we get by looking here, we have 5, because we have 5 going here, times 21. Equals 105. But then our related division problem would be we're starting with 105 and we're dividing it by 5. And we know that it is 21 because there are 21 columns. And the reason we can do the related division problem is because the multiplication and division are inverse operations. So they are like opposite and they undo each other. So then how are the factors in the product of the multiplication equation related to the dividend, divisor, and quotient in the division equation? Well, the factors, the 5 and the 21, so the factors in the multiplication equation are the divisor and the quotient. The product is the dividend. So then how many chairs are there in each row? Well, we said there are 21 groups, or 21 columns, so there are 21 chairs. So we go to the next page. It says Simone wants 6 of her friends to share 84 photos equally. How many photos will each friend get? So what division and multiplication equations model this situation? Well, we will be doing 84 divided by 6 equals P, which means we're doing 6 times P equals 84. So you can use an area model or the distributive property. So what are two multiples of 6 that have a sum of 84? Well, I think a good multiple to use is always the multiple of 10. So if we put 6 here and 10 here, 6 times 10 is 60. So then we do 84 minus 60 gives us 24. 6 times what gives me 24? Well, 6 times 4 gives me 24. So then it says in part B, how does each smaller rectangle show a quotient and a product? Well, the first rectangle shows 6 times 10 equals 60, or 60 divided by 6 equals 10. The second rectangle shows 6 times 4 equals 24, or 24 divided by 6 equals 4. Then how can you use the quotients of the smaller rectangles to find the quotient of 84 divided by 6? Well, we add 10 plus 4 equals 14. So that's using an area model. We are also going to use a distributive property, which basically we're going to do the same thing. We have our multiple of 10. So we're going to do 60, and then 24 equals 84. 6 times the 10, 6 times the 4. We then pull out the 6, and we have 10 and 4 here equals the 84. And then we do 6 times 14 equals 84. And the related multiplication or division equation to this is 84 divided by 6 equals 14. So we get 14 photos. That is all for today's lesson. Hopefully now you're able to use an array or an area model to solve a division problem. Remember, in order to be a math person, all you have to do is be a person and do math.